Hey, everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. If you can hear me, say something, do something, jump around, take your clothes off, do whatever you want. Let's see if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Okay. Hello. Hey, Michael. All right. And if you can hear, there's a lot of noise outside. Yes. And you can hear me on my cool little mic over here. Everyone's good. Yes. Relax mind and meditation. Awesome. Yay. I just got off of Instagram Live for those of you ever want to join in the future. Eric, thanks. Jason, my trusted friend, is always here helping me out with all this stuff. Thank you. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Let's get right to it. Again, you guys can always join me on any of my other social medias. It's just / Dr. Sam Robbins. I was on Instagram Live earlier, and today's topic is about the number one cause of heart health and disease and death, and that is heart health. Hi, Elizabeth. Tanzania, thank you for joining, Joshua. Okay, so today's a really important topic because almost everyone has or knows someone. Obviously, cancer is there, but it's really someone having a heart attack or getting a stroke. And just to let you know, one of the biggest reasons you die is because of muscle loss. Okay, it's the biggest reasons. So unless you have a heart attack or you get a stroke, and sorry for that loud switch. Hey, KC, thanks. Unless you get a heart attack or stroke, which happens instantly or something like that, or in surgery, you end up dying from muscle loss, weight loss. That's why people with cancer, they end up dying like, they're like 100 pounds and they wither away. So keep that in mind. Just end organ failure and things like that. So we want to do today is reduce, I can't say avoid legally, thanks to the FTC, FDA, but you want to avoid the chance of you getting a heart attack or stroke. And that's what's called heart, and let's use that word, disease. And that really comes down to three main factors. I'll throw in a fourth one, and that's cholesterol, and that's blood pressure. And both of these have something to do with having healthier blood flow. And of course, blood flow affects your brain, it affects your muscles, it affects all your organs. And for the guys, blood flow also affects your penis. So here we go. Other thing that I want to factor in, a fourth one, is blood sugar. High elevated blood sugar levels will indirectly, of course, increase cholesterol buildup and plaque buildup. It affects your blood pressure levels. It also decreases blood flow because this is why diabetics have issues, because the sugar just erodes everything. Okay, so we want to keep that in mind. And these are all factors that I've been having to deal with, for almost 20 years. So a lot of my solutions that I created was all based around this stuff, because obviously, okay, diet matters, right? We all know that. Of course, most of us are eating a poor diet. Exercise matters. Most of us either not exercising at all, which is bad, or we're doing the incorrect exercises. Stress and sleep, huge factors. And of course, most of us aren't doing that correctly. And then genetics is the number one factor that affects all this. And a lot of that has to do, gets exacerbated simply due to aging and the imbalance in hormone levels. That's why the older you get, the worse your blood sugar and blood pressure. It's because you don't have the same great hormones, like just blocking everything away and fixing stuff like when you do when you're a kid. Kids, like I was at a party last night, or a family gathering 6 feet apart with masks, and the kids are eating juice and junk and all this stuff, and I guarantee you their blood pressure, blood sugar, blood pressure, everything's perfect, right? While everyone else is eating like vegetables and they all have issues. And someone just said, is Alzheimer's diabetes of the brain? It's type 3 diabetes. Alzheimer's and something my family's dealt with. So when you have elevated blood sugar, it's a type 3. It's also poor blood flow, and all these things affect plaque buildup and things like that. Now, below this video, as always, we have major coupons this week, all related to heart health because it's Heart Month for Valentine's Day, but it's just, so that's why I want to do it. So again, at any point, I've got more details. If you're in a rush or you have attention deficit, don't want to listen to me, again, underneath this video, we're going to have all the information. So let's talk about first cholesterol, then talk about blood pressure, and then we'll talk about blood flow and, of course, blood sugar. I'll try to keep this stuff short and to the point. Again, more details below. Cholesterol, what's the cause? Aging, okay? Now, keep something in mind. They didn't even have heart disease, 100 years ago, basically because the change in diet, having, all these artificial foods and so forth, made things a lot worse, higher blood sugar levels. Back then that eggs and bacon and all this stuff, we didn't have issues. It's all the excess grains and the bad carbohydrates and sugar, plus the high omega-6 fats. Of course, our lifestyle sucks. We're not sleeping enough. We're not exercising. We're not having enough sex and all these things. It's obviously made things a lot worse. And of course, the brain health also affects heart health. Heart health affects brain health, and it affects everything else in between. So eat better. And I've got information about this on my YouTube channel. I go to drsamrobbins.com. I'll talk about it. But a product that I created for my parents was Cholesterol, which this year got changed to Cholesterol Optimizer. Why do I say optimizer? It's because you don't want low cholesterol. That's the problem with taking statin drugs. They lower it. Now, low cholesterol affects your brain. It affects your hormones. It affects your sex drive, all negatively. You lose muscle. We don't want that. You want healthy cholesterol levels and HDL, LDL balance. You want triglycerides to be balanced. You want homocysteine levels to be balanced. You want inflammation to be balanced. And that's why I created Cholesterol, which is now called Cholesterol Optimizer, because we want to optimize all that. So how do you do this? Now, underneath this, you can just take it. This is what I do. My parents have done it because even though they tried a good diet, better diet and exercise, all that, it's just aging. Right. And the older they got, the more pills they had to take because changing hormones and they're not sleeping the same. And you get it. But eat less processed foods. Eat natural foods. That's the easiest thing I could tell you. Drink more water. Don't drink your calories. No juice, no sugars. More omega-3s, way less omega-6 fats. That's a simple thing, man. Get out in the sun, okay? Talk to people. I know it's difficult these days. Get better sleep, more sex. They say that you need sun, you need sleep, and you need sex, the 3 S's, and you'll live a healthier, happier life. But if you're not able to perform, you're not doing all this stuff, you can't. Blood pressure. Blood pressure is a huge thing. It's called the silent killer. Again, all the things that I mentioned about cholesterol also affects blood pressure. I have blood pressure issues on my dad's side, which leads to strokes. High cholesterol tends to lead more to heart attacks. Again, I'm just simplifying all this. And again, it's a genetic thing. As I mentioned in my Instagram today, everyone in my dad's family, like the guys, tend to get strokes. But because my dad had a healthy diet and lifestyle and all that stuff, with the exception of he's a negative person, always thought negative things, that's not good. But all things considered, he lived a very healthy lifestyle. So he got the stroke way later than everyone else in his family. And he didn't die because of the stroke while everyone else did, or they were handicapped for years in a wheelchair. So when he did get the stroke, which was inevitable, it was mild and it happened much later. And that's something you want to deal with all this stuff. You can't change your genes, okay? If your genetic code says, hey, this guy's going to, for example, have a heart attack, you're probably going to have a heart attack. But instead of saying 80, you can have it at 60 because you lived a horrible lifestyle. Or instead of having it 80, you might have a heart attack when you're 100 or 110, if you even live that long. That's the goal. You want to postpone the inevitable. Now, someone will say, no, you can change everything by perfect diet and exercise program. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that. It's a genetic factor, but you need to work with your genes. If you see a genetic issue in your family, in your heritage, know it, Don't say, oh man, it sucks. This is my genes. Just say, hey, this is my genes. This is the warning sign on my dashboard. I just need to improve it now. Be more cognizant of it. Improve your diet, improve your exercise, all the things that I'm talking about. Okay. All right. Then we talked again, underneath this is why I created blood pressure optimizer. Again, all these things that I'm mentioning, improve your lifestyle. Okay. But taking the supplements and not the drugs really makes things easier. And you need that little boost when we get older because we don't have the hormones. We don't have the perfect lifestyle. We don't have the stem cells. We don't have all these benefits that we have when we're younger. Okay. So we're not sleeping as well. We're not sleeping enough. And if we are sleeping, we're sleeping too much because we're not getting deep quality sleep. We're not running around and having fun with our friends. We're constantly under stress. These things we can't always improve on. You know, the foods we eat isn't the same. So you want to at least take some supplements, you know, even vitamin D is the most basic of all. And most people aren't taking enough and therefore they're not taking with vitamin K. They're not taking the right dose, blah, 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 blah. I've done it all for you. It's all in one. The other thing is blood flow, circulation. Okay, I mentioned all this. This all affects your heart. You know, when you have high cholesterol, plaque builds up. When you have high blood pressure, it's because your blood flow isn't as good. Pressure goes and it gets so high, it ruptures. Okay. High blood pressure isn't necessarily the problem unless it affects your kidneys a lot. And as we get older, we start to have kidney problems because of that, which then exacerbates other. It's always like one thing related to the next, and next thing you're like, damn, man, how'd that happen? That's why the body is like one complicated mechanism. Taking something to lower blood pressure with a drug causes other problems like blood sugar and then high cholesterol, lower cholesterol, then it causes brain issues. That's why drugs companies know this. You take one drug 1 year and within 5 or 10 years, you're taking like 5 different drugs and you're still feeling like crap. Okay. Someone asked real quick, fruits. Fruit is good, I believe. Okay. Stop making fruit bad. Fruit juice is bad. Dried fruit is bad. But natural fruit from God or nature is really just water and fiber. Okay. Have a few pieces of fruit. I think fruit is better for you than grains. Having a piece of bread or having like a big thing of pasta. Fruit is way better. Fruit is good. If you had to pick something, eat the fruit. Trust me, it's good. No juice, no dried fruit, no fruit, just real fruit. Okay. Eat it. Okay. Go outside, pick a fruit, go out in the sun, slice an apple and eat it. So the other thing is, again, as I mentioned, blood flow, all these things negatively affect it. So I take a product called Blood Flow Optimizer. The guys who have taken it obviously improves your erections. And people have, with mindset of cold hands, cold feet, which I used to have, Blood Flow Optimizer, again, all this stuff underneath. All these things affect it. So cholesterol, blood pressure, and blood flow all go together. And of course, all this gets worse when you have high sugar levels, which increases triglycerides. High blood sugar affects your brain, type 3 diabetes, Alzheimer's that we discussed. High blood sugar tends to clog your arteries more. High blood sugar tends to increase blood pressure. And it's like kids eat a ton of sugar these days. Okay. I was just saying I was at a family party last night and the kids are just eating tons of junk. Okay. With all due respect to the parents, don't, but I get it. Trust me. The kids have perfect blood sugar, blood pressure, blood flow. Everything is good because they're young and they've got all the great hormones and stem cells fixing everything. But we don't as we get older. Okay. So that's why we need help with the right supplements. And all my products are like all in one. That's the goal. So you can save money, save time, and get a better value. But the whole point is you're not utilizing the food like we used to when we were younger. Okay. And all the years of abuse from, again, not eating, exercise, stress, it starts to eat away at the body. So we want to improve our blood sugar levels. Now, someone just asked, I've got an irregular heart. I don't know what that means, but what are the chances of you not exercising well, right? You're not sleeping well. You worrying about negative thoughts and stress really affects these things. Okay. A lot of people say, is heart disease reversible? Full disclosure, speak to your doctor first. FDA, I don't know anything about anything. I'm not here to prevent or cure any disease. Always speak to your doctor first. With that said, yes, all these things are avoidable. Okay. They are. I've done it dozens of times. Okay. Just as I've made videos where I've made people taller, kids, people are like, that's impossible. I've done it. All these things can be done. Okay. When you have the right knowledge, that's what it always comes down to. You want to make money, you can do it. You want to lose money, you can do it. It's all about doing the right things in life. Have the right relationship. Listen to the people who've done it. Learn mistakes from your past. But if you keep doing the wrong thing over and over again, you're going to get stupid results. Hence the definition of insanity. I got my main man back there, Einstein. I love the guy because he made sense. Stop doing stupid things and expecting smart results. Okay. Do not drink any calories, people. No drinking of your calories. None. This includes coffee. Coffee's fine. Okay, if you get the right kind, but don't drink your calories. Okay. No sodas, no fruit juice, none of that stuff, guys. None of that. When they say fruit sugar is bad, no, high fructose corn syrup is bad. And that's syrup. Look at all the ingredients when you buy packages. Cane sugar, agave syrup. It's all BS. It's all sugar. There is no healthy form. Comes from nature. Eat that. That's it. Okay. But, when I found out, Dr. Sam, that dark chocolate is good for you. Yeah. One little piece. How much, phyto chemicals and all these wonderful things are in that. You get this benefit, this negative. Okay. Stop it. Does chocolate grow from a tree? No. Maybe the coca does. Eat the coca. Eat the coca beans. That's like saying, hey, coca leaves, that's cocaine. Can I do that? Yeah, go ahead. Do whatever you want. Okay. Just understand if it comes from nature, it's better. If it's in the natural form, it's better. My beard won't suit me because it's very white, but thank you. Orange juice. Man, I just literally told you, do not drink your calories. And you asked me about orange juice? Come on, people. Logic. I just need you guys to think logically. Do not drink your calories. Water, tea, coffee, and we're done. Okay? So, someone asked, hey, I'm nervous, when I get tingly sensation. Stress literally kills because all the negative hormones, it constricts, it vasoconstricts instead of vasodilates. So you get constriction of your blood flow. Again, guys, I'm simplifying all this because I don't want to complicate it. I don't want to be like other doctors, use all these big complicated words, pat themselves on the back, letting them know how smart they are. Trust me, I'm dumbing myself down, not just for you, for me. I used to complicate everything in my life, everything. Take millions of supplements, take this food around this time, and it didn't do shit, okay? Simplify your life because ultimately what matters is you doing the work. Okay. It's the implementation. I can tell you awesome things to do with my high paying clients, with my celebrities, with my athletes, pro athletes. It's very complicated because they're getting paid a lot. So I want fast results and they're willing to put in the effort. But if you're not, I have people taking my pills. They get amazing results and then they don't. Why? Because they stopped taking it because there's too much work to take a freaking pill with a glass of water. You deserve to be sick and ill and full of dis-ease if you're not even willing to put in the minute little bits of effort. You deserve it. And don't blame genetics or God or nature or the president or nothing. It's all on you. This is why this stuff's for free. You can do it with the diet, exercise, supplements, all that stuff. So don't blame. You guys watch my stuff and you don't take action. It's on you. All right. Tell me to eat the rainbow. I don't know what that means. How do I clean the arteries, from plaque? Some of the questions I got. Eat better. Exercise. Guys, go out. Walk every day. First thing in the morning. I can tell people, first thing in the morning, go out, 2 glasses of water. You can take my supplements if you want. Then go out, take a walk, 15, 20 minutes, get some sun on you, come back and start your day and go to bed at a good time. That alone will help things. That's for free. Water, sun, walk, good sleep. Free. So don't say, oh, Dr. Sam trying to sell me some supplements. I gave you the simplest, freest thing to do, and you still won't do it. You deserve to be ill. Heart palpitations and arrhythmia, the impact and frequency. Guys, also the people who work out too much, like me, I used to work out all the time. Not good. Hard workouts, not good because it increases stress levels. Don't work out right before bed because it amps up your nervous system, amps up your cortisol stress levels. You don't want amped up before bed. You want amped up in the day, get you through the day, and at night you relax, go read a book, have sex, go to sleep with some happy thoughts. That's how it should be. That's how it was done for years. If you got a dog, go play with your dog. Go play with your kids. Spend time with your kids. Read. Fill this with some good information instead of sitting there. I wonder what's on Netflix today. I wonder what's on Facebook for 5 hours. If you're not going to feed your body, you're going to feed your brain, you deserve to be broke mentally, physically, emotionally. Okay, heart palpitations, all this stuff reversible. Triglycerides, what's the cause? It's really a lot to do with the diet. Blood sugar is a major factor. Taking less omega-6 fats and more omega-3s. I told people healthy fats. Do away with all the seed oils and the vegetable oils, no sunflower, safflower. I should probably go in other people's homes. This is what someone told me last night. Go in people's homes and raid their pantry and refrigerator. It's disgusting how horrible people are eating, and they think they're eating healthy. Hey, this is natural sugar. It's like saying this is natural fat around my stomach versus what? It doesn't look good. It's not good for you. Sorry, my little puppy's trying to strangle a toy. What's the early signs of heart disease? Excellent point. If you just want to look at it, a simpler way is if your stomach is big, okay? You want tight stomach. This includes men and women. When you start to have, a big belly, that means stuff's going wrong. That means you have internal fat, external fat, everything's bad. So just being overweight is really bad for you. The simplest thing I can tell you is to lose fat and gain muscle. Whatever it takes, lose fat, gain muscle. Immediately, you'll be healthier. You don't have to do anything else I tell you. Just do that. Soybean oil, really bad. Don't be eating it. Name foods that are good for your heart. I've done it. Is donating blood good for the heart? It is, okay? If you have high red blood cells and stuff like that. But women tend to initially live also longer for lots of reasons, but they tend to get rid of, excess blood. So I tell everyone, more so guys, and of course women are after the age of 40 or 50, assuming you're not anemic, just donate blood. Maybe once every 6 months or even once a year. It's just good to cleanse the body. Just as like fasting, maybe once a month is good, even once a week. I have blood pressure medications as prolonged use of, hold on, people. There you go, puppy. There you go. There you go, puppy. Off you go. See, just a little bit of love goes a long way. Hi, puppy. Okay, all right. Blood pressure medications are bad. What about delayed puberty? Don't know. Perfect exercise for the heart. Walking. Fast walking. It's literally the most perfect exercise. Outside, walking, get some sun, breathe. Take off your mask, people. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Go outside and take off your mask and get some fresh air with sunlight and trees and people and animals. That's the greatest thing you can do. Nature. Let's see. Heart attack. How do I cure blockages in 3 blood vessels? Lose weight, eat better, take all the stuff I told you, man. It literally can be done over and over and over and over again. I've seen it dozens of times. Okay, if you got enough money, you hire me. I guarantee you I can fix this problem. I've done it a million times. What if you can't walk? You can walk. I don't know, unless someone is in a wheelchair, you can walk. And if you're in a wheelchair, just roll. If you can't walk, you have issues. Just walk for a minute, next day, 90 seconds, next day, 2 minutes. Or if you can't walk, walk a minute 3 times a day. Trust me, none of this excuses. Okay, I know people who can't do this, who can't do that, and they start every day. You push little by little, little by little, little by little. And eventually, in 2 months, you're walking 20 to 30 minutes. So, okay. Do you think mask is overrated? Yes. And also not wearing the mask, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole nother topic. Cause and prevention. My mom is in her late 60s and she's having an enlarged heart. What does this mean? Typically, she's probably overweight. That's what I can tell you. Stiffness and tightness in chest area. What about LV? Don't know. How can we diagnose heart problems? You have to go to the doctor, honestly. All these blood tests are meaningless, okay? Blood tests are really meaningless if you're not doing a really good test. I have a friend who's super healthy and does all these right things and all these things, and he had 10% blockage. He had his wife totally out of shape, takes tons of medications, eats crap, and she has 0 blockage, and she's overweight. Doesn't make sense. Genetics. He's also stressed out all the time, and she's super happy-go-lucky. Genetics and attitude matters. Does high LDL cause heart attacks? No. I have a family, 5 of them have heart problems, and 2 of them died from a heart attack. Will their son also die? Yeah, if that's the way it is going. These are genetic warning signs on your car, okay? Just know it. It's like I have bad joints. I always had them. I have a small wrist, okay? That's just my genes. Does that mean I'm going to go to the gym and lift heavy weights? I used to, like a dumbass, and then I have all these problems now. So I lift lighter weights, higher repetitions. I feel better. Am I going to not gain as much muscle? No, it's stupid. Anyone who tells you have to lift heavy weights for low reps and all that is an idiot, okay? Trust me, you got to work with what you got. That's the most important thing. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Compare yourself to you. Be better than you. If you have your limitations, maximize them and minimize things, okay? Maximize the good, minimize the bad. And that's all you can do, okay? If everyone has died in your family at the age of 50, then your goal is to get to 70 and see why they died and not so. But don't think you're going to live to be 200 years old, okay? Be realistic. If everyone in your family, whatever, I'm not going to get into it, all right? What's my body fat percentage? Honestly, right now it's probably 9 or 10%, maybe 11%. I got a 6-pack year round, but someone's like, dude, you're like 5%. No, not at all. The highest body fat I get is like 12 to 13% maybe. But I don't like to be fat. It doesn't look good. I don't feel good. So I like to keep my body fat low. Guys, I'm only like 210 pounds at 6'3". I've got a lot of muscle, but I've got small joints. That's all I can do. I'll never be 300 pounds. I can take gallons of steroids. It'll never, ever, ever happen in a million years. Or is organic apple cider vinegar? Yes. Does it thin your body, your blood? No, but it's just good because it helps minimize a lot of acid buildup in the body. So guys, I'm going to end this. I got another call. What do I think about detoxing juices, ginger shots? Whatever. Cold heat, exposure mimics workouts. Mimics workouts. It does not. Nothing mimics a workout, guys. Working out mimics it, okay? Nothing in the world is going to mimic anything. Do it and do that, and that's it, okay? But hot and cold creates stress in the body, which then creates better hormones in a good way. I don't know. All right, guys. What's your take on sea moss? Whatever. None of that stuff's going to matter. All right, guys. Thanks again. God bless you. Have a happy and healthy day. Look, underneath below, I've got all the information, coupons, this and that. I didn't push it because I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to give you solutions that have worked for my family, for my friends, for myself. That's all I'm here to do. It's give you proven solutions that works, that makes your life easier, that makes things more efficient, saves you time and money. That's it. Okay. That's why I give you the best things with your diet, with your workouts, with your supplements. I'm here to save you time because I know a lot of us are busy. I know a lot of you are lazy. So let me just make things easier. That's what I'm here to do. Always tune in, share it if you found this helpful, please. It's not about getting me popular. It's about helping more people and you feel good. If you can save just one person, how awesome is that? You did a good deed for the day. Subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll be notified. Subscribe underneath. I got private stuff. Anyhow, you get it. If you love me, share it. If you don't love me, share it. If you hate me, don't. Hate doesn't do anybody any good. All right. God bless. Love you guys all. Thank you very much. Okay. Bye.